It's another day with your boys Lucas and Mo with Lucas and Moe versus the World. I hope you guys really enjoy this one. This one is going to be really good.
What's up, knuckleheads? Today, me and Mo discuss the director of Shazam, Cameron and Mase, pretending like it's back in 1997 again.
It's still fire,
and
though.
The Incredibles 2 trailer, and do we actually care? I'm going to start with Predator news. Well, you don't know. Rumors say that Fox held test screening over the holiday weekend of the new Predator movie directed by Shane Black, and reactions have not been
good.
100% positive. So Mo, I know you looked into this before.
Oh,
what do you think about this?
Yes. So far? Look, the Predator. First of all, I love the Predator. I love Arnold's Predator, and I am kind of maybe partial to the second one. And I think everything after Danny Glover is just a fail. And
what?
No,
man, you gotta be kidding
me.
Don't.
Please. So who? What?
The Predators. The last one with
where it was like,
I think his name is Adrian Brody.
Okay. Where they took him to another planet. You know what? You're right. I think I shut off my mind to Predators since AVP and AVP Requiem and
we won't count those. Those aren't Predator movies. Those are just
horrible. My
bad Freddy versus Jason type shit.
What made anyone think Sanaa Lathan was a action star? Oh my god!
The same people who think Sanaa Lathan is a dramatic actress. we can't trade it. Look, that's what they believe. But so I don't count those movies.
All right. Okay. No.
The last Predators was pretty good.
It was pretty good because that kind of took it back to what the Predators was about. Hunting, and it was kind of pretty cool. Even though you had did you have a little bit of Alien in that one?
No. Sure? No. They had aliens in it, but not.
Oh no, not Alien. All right. But I just don't know about it. I feel like it's the same thing where they're trying to revive Aliens. And they should have taken cues from that and seen it didn't work. So let's just dead it. The whole Aliens, the whole Prometheus and Alien Covenants are supposed to be prequels to Aliens, and you can't really. It's either you move forward and stay forward, or you just going back to me doesn't work. And this is supposed to be a prequel series, movie. The mistake I think you have in this one is Olivia Munn. I don't buy her. Oh my god, Olivia Munn is so horrible. I mean, I used to watch Attack of the Show and I loved her there. Don't get me wrong, I was watching G4 for her, but I don't think she translates well into Hollywood. And it's gonna take Hollywood a while, but they're gonna find out that yes, she's pretty, but she's not movie star. She's not.
We're just gonna go out and just blame Olivia Munn for the. And again, I will always say, take this with a grain of salt because it's more rumor than anything.
Yes,
we're gonna blame her for this movie. Let's be realistic here, Mo.
Okay.
The reason that these reactions are coming out about this movie is strictly because of Shane Black. Because now what they're saying is that the film has a comedic tone, and some people loved it. Some people, they say, love whatever tone this film had. Yeah. Others hated it. But come on, we're talking about Shane Black here. I think his name is the reason why we're even getting this stuff coming out. Because other than that, I mean,
are you calling Shane Black?
Let's be real. It's
Zack Snyder Jr.? No,
because Shane Black
can actually direct.
Immensely talented. I'm not going to say that he's ruining the Predator because again, I didn't see the movie.
Oh, we haven't seen it, so we don't know what it's about yet. We're just going off what
I leave everything up to me seeing it. I know what the test screening stuff that's leaking out is saying, but I got faith in Shane Black. He's one of the few directors I actually put faith in.
But didn't he kind of ruin Iron Man 3?
He'll give you something original. Yeah, but I don't think so. Here's the thing with Shane Black with Iron Man 3. I think Iron Man 3 was always meant to be like a one-off.
Yes.
And Marvel played it that way. And then they realized that they can't make money without Robert Downey Jr. And now Iron Man 3 is perceived the way it is. But I look at like the Nice Guys, which is one of the best movies.
Oh yeah. The Nice Guys
last year.
Yeah, one of the best that came out last year. Yeah.
Shane Black is pretty dope. And again, this is a series that first Robert Rodriguez on the 2010 one that you just totally dismissed. I don't know why.
Dude, look, I am so
sorry. That was his attempt to reboot this series.
I'm sorry.
And didn't make the money they needed, so then they brought in Shane Black to do this one. Dude, like, I know the tone is really gonna fuck with me.
If it's a comedic movie,
it's really gonna fuck with me.
Yeah, if it's a comedic, because no, you know what? Take it back to Danny Glover. Danny Glover's movie wasn't as serious as Arnold's was, though. You remember? He was kind of funny in his.
Was that good? I've seen that movie at least 4 times in the last 3 months.
But are you talking about Danny Glover's Predator?
Yes, Danny Glover's that Predator 2.
But you understand his action, his take on it was a little bit comedic. It wasn't as serious, but again, the tone wasn't overall comedic. It was just Danny Glover was funny, right?
Bill Paxton was funny though.
Well, there you go. So.
That's what I mean. If it's something of that nature, we're fine.
Yes.
We can coast from that. As long as it's not Jim Carrey funny, we're good.
Yeah. Okay. So I can agree with you on that.
I think this is one of those we hate Shane Black stories.
No. Because really there's some directors that the bloggers and Hollywood bloggers don't like, and I think this is you're right. This is one of the ones where we don't like you, so we don't have to. It's if we get to screen your movie, we're just gonna outright come out and say we didn't like it. It could be a good movie, but we're just gonna say we didn't like it regardless. And I think you're right. Shane Black is one of those dudes, because The Nice Guys should have been critically better than what it was.
Should have made more money.
Should have made.
Critics
you're right.
Loved it.
No.
It just did not.
Did you notice some when I say bloggers and internet YouTube people?
Fuck them.
Are the bane of my existence? Huh? I'm not in that group.
That's. I mean, yeah. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying fuck them in general.
Okay.
Because I mean, like they don't know what they're talking about.
No, they really don't.
Like The Nice Guys is one of the best movies. Nice Guys was the best movie to come out last summer.
The Nice Guys was this year's Big Sick, like last year's Big Sick, because it was one of those movies.
That's actually a good comparison.
It was one of those movies that was it came out in theaters, right? But it flew totally under the radar. But when I saw it, I was like, how the fuck did I miss this? I was so mad. Russell Crowe was amazing in it. To me that was the best Ryan Gosling I've ever seen since Driver.
Okay.
That was
just making sure. I wanted to make sure you wasn't like making a bold statement that was the best Ryan Gosling movie you'd ever seen.
No, not ever. Like
then we would have had to fight. But,
no. But since Driver, I mean, come on now. Can you go back before Driver and say, okay, they're great Ryan? No, Driver was like, I think he'll never get back to Driver's like status again. I think.
Wait a minute. Did you consider? I know I'm sidetracking a little bit.
Don't say La La Land.
I know. Yeah, clearly I'm gonna say La La Land. You've lost every bit of your mind. I love La La Land as a movie, but I'm not saying he was overly great in it. But I love La La Land as a movie. But still, are you like saying Driver's his best movie?
Not his best movie, but his best.
You're leaning a little bit to it.
No. Like, the best I've ever seen him in. But as a total movie, I think this movie was better. The Nice Guys was way better, because overall as a movie was way better. It was just Ryan Gosling alone by himself. Nice. It's definitely Driver to me. What is your best Ryan Gosling?
F. Nelson. Not even something I got to really think about.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah. I can definitely see that.
F. Nelson was fucking amazing.
I can definitely
even Blue Valentine is up there for me with Ryan Gosling.
But is it better? Are those better than Driver?
In performances, actually, I would say in performances.
Wow, really?
Especially F. Nelson. F. Nelson is the best he's ever done on film.
It was like at Driver that I was like, yo, this guy can really act. Like he's actually
wild to realize that, huh?
because look, maybe it's just the roles he had been getting, and I felt like he was getting a lot of passes because he's a pretty boy, so he's getting a lot of passes. But in Driver, it was like, okay, he's really good at this. Man, he can do this.
He did Lawrence and the Real Girl before he did Driver. If you want to see a performance, that's a fucking performance.
Oh, I remember that. But no, let's get back on track. No, but Shane Black again, but there were a lot of YouTube bloggers and just, YouTubers and bloggers that were really, really ripping into the movie. And I was like, yeah, this doesn't make sense, because when I saw it, I was like, how? I was mad that I missed it. I was mad that I missed screening it.
They're still butthurt over Iron Man 3.
Yes, I was mad. And you're right. And it's the comic book community side of the bloggers and the YouTubers, because that, that didn't like Iron Man 3, that, Shane Black can't do anything. And I think he's going to get punished for that for a long time. But I don't know, man, with this. I mean, if you take out Olivia Munn, I think the cast is like really good.
Damn, your hatred for Olivia Munn. We're gonna have to have that as a topic.
Oh, I have a lot of
Moe hates Olivia Munn.
I have a lot of Olivia Munn to talk about. No, and the funny thing is, I liked her from Attack the Show, from the G4 channel. I was rooting for her when she went Hollywood. It's just when she went Hollywood, she switched up on everybody, and I was like, oh, word, I bet.
She dated Aaron Rodgers, man. You can't expect her to be the same.
I was like, fuck you, Olivia Munn. I had a crush on you. The fuck? You know what?
She was on Newsroom. She gets so many passes for me just for being on Newsroom.
Man, but that's Aaron Sorkin and what's his face? Like, you come on now, really?
Yeah, that's why she gets a little bit of a pass.
Oh, come on. You're giving her a lot. You're giving her a lot. I'm
close to give her a pass for right now.
All right.
So she completely fucks up the Predator.
All right, whatever. Since we're talking directors, I want to stick to a theme here. Like, we're on directors, so let's talk about the Shazam's director. I forget his name. Is it Sandberg? Gary Sandberg or something?
Wow, Gary Sandberg?
David F. Sandberg, right? Shit, I can't believe I said Gary. Like, I'm gonna have to edit that out. So let's talk about the Shazam director, David F. Sandberg. Yo, let's talk about how his levels of trolling the internet. Like, I want to talk about a couple things that he did. He did Annabelle Creations, which was one of, if not the best horror movies to come out this year. And, the second best? Would you say the best in the Conjuring series, or the second best? That's tough.
Right? It's kind of the best. I'm gonna jump out the window and say it's the best.
Yeah, you really are.
It's the best of the Conjuring series.
1 is, I think, untouchable.
Conjuring 1 is great, but Annabelle Creation was.
Didn't you?
I don't know if I'm giving it more credit for the rebound from 1.
Yes, I think that's what it is, and how it connected to 1. I think that's what you're doing right here. Yes, man. I think that's what you're doing right here. You're giving it a lot of credit for Annabelle, for the way it jumped into Annabelle 1, and it just saved the whole universe. Because you're right in terms of the fact that it saved the whole Conjuring universe. I don't think the Conjuring universe needed saving, but it brought it back, together. It really,
I mean, if you think about it, even Annabelle made a lot of money.
Yes, yes.
Saving is a stretch, but it brought it to.
It kind of kept it.
It gave it more respect.
Yes, exactly. More respect.
It gave it way more respect.
You could say saved it in terms of respect, because people were at some point, I think after Annabelle, people were like, "You're making another one."
People were wondering about the spinoffs.
Exactly.
That's the best way to put it.
Exactly.
So about the spinoff.
Yeah, but in terms of, didn't you say the first Conjuring scared you?
Yes, it did.
Exactly.
The opening 40 minutes of it did.
And I think that's besides that and the other scary movie that's not in this universe. It's also kind of religious. I think none of the Annabelle scared you, so I can't believe you would put that in, as the best.
The way it built suspense in Annabelle Creation, the way Mr. Sandberg built suspense. And I'm not even going to talk about you screaming, Mo, in a movie.
I did not.
I'm just going to talk away.
It was a yelp. It's like, oh.
That's worse. That's so much. That first one was so much.
Oh man!
If you did that,
yo, I would never be able to show my face in any movie theater anymore.
Well, and I think that's something he could do, and then he gets Shazam, and now he's trolling the fuck out of anybody who says something bad about this movie.
And
fucking love it.
I love it. I love the fact that he's come out and defended his pick of actor, because you know when we got what's his name, Zachary Quinto, is that his name? No, that's Spock, the dude from Chuck.
I'm about to say
I'm fucking up today. No, but when we got the dude from Chuck, it was like everyone was like, oh no, he can't, he's too skinny. But if you think about what Shazam is in terms of, you know, who the character is, I think we got one of the better people to play it. He's a funny guy.
Not only that, I mean, he's skinny now. Like,
come on, have you seen
after they put him on that workout regimen?
Every DCEU actor has morphed into something different when they become a DCEU. I mean, Gal Gadot was skinny as fuck coming into Wonder Woman. Did you see her in
still
Batman?
Skinny as fuck,
I mean, she's still skinny, but she's
just skinny with muscles now.
Yes. So, and again, you don't have to have a 300-pound super muscular a superhero.
John Cena type.
Yeah,
like, they were rumored to be looking at one point.
I would have hated it if it was John Cena. Yes, he's built, but John Cena,
and he's comical. I think he could pull it. He could have pulled off the funny kid part with no issue.
No, yes.
But I did like that they strayed away from the overly muscular guy.
Yes,
and they go with the stick they did.
And he came out and he defended his pick of an actor, and he's personally shutting down on Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, everywhere. Anytime something pops up, this man is right there on it. Like, it's kind of refreshing to see directors do that. Like, he does it, James Gunn does it, I think Taika does it. You know, it's but seeing him,
I think it comes from that. It comes from that school of, it's a chance I'm not supposed to be the person who gets this role.
Right.
As director of a movie this big.
Yes.
And when I get it, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm going to have fun. And that's the way he's like, when he put out the drawing of Shazam, it said it's the first look. And it looked like an 8-year-old drew it. And you're just like, come on, dude. Like, he's going to be fun because he's going to fuck out of everybody until this movie comes out.
Until this movie comes out, we're like, and I'm happy. Like, it looks like he's having fun with it, which is what I think most comic book movie directors need to start doing, is have fun with it. Because again, like Lucas has said many times, these properties are silly. Well, you know, to him and, you know,
extremely
to the rest of the
movie. You can say, Mo, it's fine. You can be a comic book person. You can still admit it.
Yeah. No,
silly.
No, I love my comic
idea of no, you can love them, but the idea of the characters are silly.
Yes. No.
It's like, kind of what makes comics appealing, is that
it's
a grown ass man in underoos saving the world with a cape on.
Like, no lie.
It's silly.
Yeah.
And it's not wrong with that, but embrace it. I mean,
yes, and he's
people thought Patty Jenkins took Wonder Woman seriously, but if you see Wonder Woman as a film, she didn't take it that seriously.
Of course, she took she took what Wonder Woman represented, because Wonder Woman is one of the ones that actually represents a lot more than, you know, just what her. I mean, to comic book readers and to the rest of the world. But Patty Jenkins took Wonder Woman as she didn't. If you had seen her previous movie before this, the one with Charlize, I think.
Monster.
Yeah,
Monster.
That was a
man.
That was a great movie. And
do you see the comparison between the two? I always ask people that.
They do not compare. They do not compare at all. Maybe
no. Not the way the movies are.
No.
Not the
actually,
structure of
the
the
woman,
movies.
The characters. My bad.
Exactly. The strong female characters that she created.
Yes. And that's about it. That's how serious Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Marvel tried to get her first, and messed up.
And
because then she ended up with DC.
Can you imagine if she had done Thor? I think Jane would be a different character. Like, you would have seen Jane in Thor 3.
But I think that's why she couldn't have done it, because she would have taken it out of their playbook.
Yes, you would. Yeah, you would take it. Yeah, and you can't do that. Yeah.
And I think, to bring it back to David F. Sandberg, because you got to put the F in there.
Yes, you got to put that F.
But David F. Sandberg, I think
you caught that.
Yes, I did. That's a good Weezy reference right there. But to take it out the comfort, out his normal comfort zone. Again, he's only done 2 films before this. Both of them horror movies, Lights Out, Annabelle Creation.
Oh my God,
both of them well-received horror movies.
Yes.
But the key part is, not only were they well-received horror movies, but well-received horror movies where he had to develop chemistry with kids on the set to make the movies work.
Yes. Yes.
And that's why he makes the perfect sense for Shazam, because in his heart, no matter how many times you actually see Shazam, this is a kid's film. And it's going to be him working with a kid actor trying to pull out a performance.
Yes.
Which, again, he's done great in 2 films pulling out performances from kids.
With kids. No, because
it just made perfect sense.
If you haven't watched Annabelle Creations, go back and watch it. The kids are the best part of the movie. The kids, like, no. And you Lucas is right. I did kind of jump in the movie. And it wasn't because of of an adult.
Finally,
it wasn't because of an adult. It was because of a child. A child made me jump. I don't want to. You know what? This is one of the movies that I don't want to spoil for anyone. I want you guys to go see.
Even Lights Out. I would say anybody, if you haven't seen Lights Out, also you need to see that, because again, it's the same thing of him pulling these performances from these kids.
Yes.
And again, right now, what he's doing with people, like when whatever website, I cannot remember the name of the blogger bullshit website,
Batman on Film,
a tart of a website, they put out the story that he was fired.
Yeah.
He responded, well, can I at least have the weekend off now then? Like, that's the perfect response. Like,
yo,
come on, dude, I'm working hard as fuck on this movie and they're not giving me time off, and you're telling me I'm fired? Like, why the fuck am I still here working if I'm fired?
Bruh,
it's perfect.
It's perfect. Like,
it's fucking perfect.
I love it. And like Lucas has said many times, these movies are silly, and I think especially for Shazam, and maybe with what Taika Waititi did in Thor 3, you can't take yourself seriously. You cannot.
And this could be the change that DC needs as they move away from the fucking disaster that is. You know what?
He who must not be named.
Yes.
Thank you.
Fucking Snyder Ford.
Why? Why did you have to say it? Why did you say that name?
Exactly. Because as they move away from him with these other directors who seem to be having so much more fun with these movies, and I'm not even gonna bring it apart that so far it looks like they're looking at only horror movie directors.
Yo,
to put together this universe.
Think about it.
Fucking hilarious.
Think about it. What's it? Patty Jenkins from Monster. Again, that's not a horror movie, but it's a dramatic. It's a dramatic thriller, and it works because you could throw it in the horror genre. James Wan, the creator of the Conjuring universe. No. Let's go back. James Wan, the most sly creator of the universe ever. Because
when the Conjuring one, or the Saw universe, which one you want to bring up?
No. I think the Saw universe was kind of something that we saw kind of happen. The Conjuring, that just hit us out of nowhere.
Okay, I understand. I can see where you're going with that.
Because you saw Saw 1, Saw 2, and then from first Saw to like maybe the third one, you kind of saw a line in between it. Mm-hmm. You did not see Conjuring coming, because when you saw that doll, if you missed the doll in Conjuring 1 before Annabelle, you didn't know that they were going to do that. Exactly. Yeah. Boom. And there's another movie coming out in this universe, and you got to credit James Wan for this one.
Oh, it's two movies coming out in this universe.
What? It's The Nun and
The Nun and The Stick Man.
Stick Man, yeah. So James Wan and now David F. Sandberg, like all kind of like specific.
Unlike
and you know what's funny?
That will not be named in this discussion.
You know what, Lucas? I'll give you credit for something. Let me give you credit for something. You've always maintained that you treat these movies, this genre, as a horror genre.
Horror movies. and if you notice right now,
DC is probably doing the same thing.
Most successful possible directors.
Yep.
Well, not just DC, because James Gunn is a horror movie director.
Get the fuck.
Horror comedy. Yes. He's a horror comedy, but he's a horror movie director.
Yes.
Like, it fits. Horror movie directors fit so well in this universe. Because, again, if you treat these films like horror movies, if they start filming them like horror movies, my God, the change that will happen.
You're right. So I will give you credit for that. And you know, I think some of the other directors got really ambitious and wanted to do the Dark Knight kind of a thing. He who must not be named. He who must not be named. I think Superman is the worst character to go Dark Knight with. But you know what? That's whatever.
Completely.
We'll talk. We'll talk about.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll have another time to discuss.
We'll have another time to talk.
Who should not be named, or Superman in general.
Chill.
And as we talk about things that just don't fit and things that don't make sense.
Oh man,
this is an interesting time to bring up Cameron and Mase beef in 2017.
Yo.
Now, as I was relaxing on my holiday weekend, and I get a fucking alert saying Mase drops new diss track. Clearly, I start laughing. Who the fuck is Mase dissing, and why should this matter? I started laughing until I heard the song.
Bruh.
So I'm gonna leave this up to you, Mo.
Okay.
What did you think when you heard the track?
No. Okay, you know what? I'll come. You know what? You just asked me what I thought when I heard the track. I was like, what? Like, whoa. How bad did he piss you off? He went in. he went in, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was good. I thought it was fire. I was like, okay. I was at first I was listening to it like, really, Mase, and then I started bobbing my head like, yo. And then he said some lines like, you clipped your sister. You know, I'm not saying the actual word, but you understand what if you've heard the song. If you heard the song.
Yeah, that was a tough line. And that line where he says, I'm your prime times two.
Yes.
Two. Anybody who, if you're not into hip hop and you hear somebody say that line, you may not understand it.
Nope.
If you're into hip hop and you're into this form of hip hop and somebody says that, man, that's one of them like Rucker Park moments where everybody, oh, because that's some shit. Mase went in, man. Matt, I gotta applaud him.
To make no, go ahead. Give you applause.
Man, Mase, nigga, I don't know where you been, but welcome back to civilization.
The second time, the third welcome back.
I'm not referencing that welcome back track.
No. I'm talking about. Isn't this like his third time back?
But this is the first time where hip hop cared that he came back.
Yes, because he came back hard.
Like, he came back as Murder Mase, man. This is the guy. This is the guy who I knew growing up.
Murder Mase
before Harlem World.
Yes, before the Harlem World. Like, yes.
For all you children out there.
Said,
and when I say children, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just talking to anybody 25 and under.
Yeah, because you don't
know
about the Harlem World.
You don't understand. This is a motherfucker who this lyrical assault that this was an assault. This lyrical assault he gave to Cameron is equivalent to the lyrical assault he gave to Jay-Z. This is the Mase I like.
Do you know what's
the
funny?
One who will diss the fuck out of you and can spit bar after bar after bar, and man, he fucked Cam up on this track.
Do you know what happened though? Did you hear the Jay-Z line? He didn't say it, but he dropped the line in there. I bumped the best girl before she was his girl. I was like, "Dude, you are really not pulling any punches in this."
Hey, man, Mase is like waking up a sleeping giant. Joe Cam has been poking it. Again,
yes,
if you're in hip hop, you will know Cam dropped a mixtape 2 weeks ago.
Yep,
called The Program. Jonas Pretty Whack.
And then,
but on the opening cut, he's fucking talking about Mase again. He's been fucking talking about Mase for 20 years, and Mase is like, I've had enough. Like Mase is like the battered woman who finally decides to,
enough.
Mase is Jennifer Lopez from Enough,
or rather,
she had enough.
If Tina Turner and what's the name of the movie? What's Love Got to Do?
What's Love Got to Do with it?
Yo,
no, this is him and Cam in a limo. That's a good reference point.
You know what? I have to find that clip when I put this up. I have to find that clip. And I'll post Mase's face on Tina.
Oh man, that's a hell of a reference point there.
Yo, no.
Again, I heard this track. I was like, no, like this nigga. Man, listen, I'm a real fan of hip hop. I'm a fan of hip hop beefs, not like beefs that lead to violence, but the battle portions of the beef. And Mase murdered him. Cam came back with some fucking garbage, and like, man, Mase again. I'll dare anybody who tells me they are in the hip hop who knows who Mase is before Harlem World.
Murder Mase.
Name me 30 niggas better than Mase lyrically. You can't.
Ooh.
Fucking humanly impossible. The dude can actually spit, and on this show, he gave Cam the business.
Oh no, he did. He gave him the business. And yo, I gotta say, man, he's won. Like, you know, if like Cameron needs to just stop talking about Mase, stop calling him out, stop putting his name on your songs, just let it go, because off this track alone, he has won whatever beef you had from jump till now.
It's over now. It's over.
Yeah, no reason. You ain't got no answers, mate. You ain't got no answers, Cam.
Hey, you ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. Like, nah, dude. This one of those, you just leave it alone. Like, yeah, I mean, again, it's a nigga who back in the mid to late 90s, I heard him and Jay-Z go track for track at each other over like a good year of just going back and forth at each other's neck. Like, Jay made some of his best songs, and it's about Mase. Mase made some of the hardest party songs that you all hear. And the whole time you didn't know, he was dissing the shit out of Jay-Z. Like, Mase is not for play. And this is like that LL Cannabis jump. Like, you gotta understand the motherfucker you're talking about. Because when a guy can actually spit, you're not supposed to open your mouth to him.
Nope. And that's it. So that's the end of that. Like, that's over. I know it took a while. It took a while for it to, you know, finally happen, because, you know, Mase again has been like, you know what, you gonna keep my name out your mouth. Or what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You gonna keep my name out your mouth. What you gonna do about it? I bet. Let's go hands. And he just ducked up. That's it.
Hey,
it's over.
Man. R.I.P. Cameron.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you not to respond.
The best line, I think,
continue the Dipset shit, and you're good.
Yeah, one of the best lines was when he pulled that Drago shit. If he dies, he dies. I was like, yep, it's over. You
that was nigga spit. If he dies, he dies. No, he's murdered you. That line is not to be played with.
Nope. If he even when Dolph Lundgren drops that line, you know what would have been perfect is after like the song was over and you just put that, you play that track.
If you want to know what would have been hard at the end of that track, if you just play, throw in the damn towel. Throw in the damn towel. That's it.
Yo.
That's it.
Yes.
You heard that.
Yes. That would have been perfect.
Done, son. That's it.
No, but he's done. It's a wrap. It's over. It's over.
Cam isn't a battle rapper.
Yeah,
Cam,
he's not.
Cam is a hip hop legend.
Oh, man,
he's not a battle rapper.
When he said niggas in Baltimore only know you as the nigga they robbed, I was like, come on. No, I think DC niggas only know you as the one they robbed. Like, yo, dog.
He was so disrespectful, Joe.
Very disrespectful. Like,
so disrespectful.
You know when you let me tell you something. When you sent me the topic, right, and I was like, oh fuck, I wanted to talk about it so bad, but I'm like, I will save all my shit for the show. I listened to it twice before you called me. I'm like, yes, I'm hype. I'm ready to go. No, if you want to fight someone, play that joint.
He said a lot of shit that would make me want to fuck somebody up. That's the level of disrespect.
Just imagine yourself as Cameron.
He's been getting disrespected by Cam.
Yeah.
Since Horse and Courage, he's been getting disrespected by Cam, and he never responded.
Which is
he was just like the last track. He said that was it. I can't do this no more.
That was it. Like I do not blame him. He's won forever, unless Cameron can somehow.
There's no comeback from this. This is like Nicki Minaj trying to come back from the She Either Joan by Remy. You don't come back from this. The only way Cam has any
Sheetha was that hot? I thought Sheetha was kind of like
Sheetha was hard on a fucking level that is not been seen in years, Joe. Like even rap? This one is hard by Mase, but that Sheetha joke was that shit on an assault track. That shit was another fucking.
I wish we had. I wish we had this podcast. We would have talked about it then. I disagree with you on that one though.
I could have went about. I could go line for line why Sheetha was.
But I think it's a thing where it's Nicki Minaj is not like that type of rap. Like we just said, Cameron is not that type of rapper. Nicki.
Remember what I said. Remember what I said about Mase.
Yeah.
And I said he brought back Murder Mase. Nicki Minaj was a battle rapper what you see as Nicki Minaj now is not the Nicki Minaj I know.
Oh, okay. So maybe because I never
110%.
I've never followed Nicki. Yeah, you're right.
Nicki was known for spitting bars that were ridiculous, and then she got on and got a couple of accessories to her body, and then she changed. Then you get this Nicki. But yeah. I'm just gonna say, Cam, don't respond no more. Ain't no need to.
Yeah, just
Mase, don't make another song. You make another song, Mase, automatically you're going down the tubes. You can't make another song. Yeah, right.
He can't do another one like that. Welcome back joint. Like, yeah, don't do another one. Just come back and do your bad boy tours. Yeah, don't do no more songs.
I mean, yeah, I don't really want to hear no new music from Mase. I'm good with just this track.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna drop new music. I'm not looking forward to it.
You know what it is, right? It's you have to ride the wave while you're hot right now. You know, you drop a track and
at least drop a good song.
Yeah, if you drop something whack, it's gonna dilute your
If you got a chick on the hook, the song is gonna be whack.
Yeah.
And it's automatic.
Speaking of something that's kind of outdated and maybe shouldn't have happened, like this diss, the last topic for today is Incredibles 2 from Disney and Pixar.
Man,
what has it been, like 10 years?
14 years.
Jesus Christ. Like, that's the thing with Disney that I'm not getting. You remember Finding Nemo, and then Finding Dory was like another, like maybe 8 years later or a couple years later.
Yeah. It was a good 8.
But the thing is, Nemo at least was fresher in our minds. The Incredibles, to me, I think The Incredibles is coming out. Like, you're bringing The Incredibles out because you couldn't get Fox to budge on Fantastic Four.
Oh, I like the way you put that. But here's the weird thing, though, Mo. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Finding Nemo came out before.
Yes.
Finding Dory only came out, 2 years ago?
Yes.
Or am I dating it even more? Because did Finding Dory come out last year?
Was
that last year summer?
8 years back. Or maybe you just saw it last year. I don't even remember. I don't care for those dates. I just see them because I have little ones, and I'm gonna see what that is.
No. Finding Dory came out last summer. So It was a 13-year gap between Finding Nemo and Finding Dory.
Wow.
There's a 14-year gap between Incredibles 1 and Incredibles 2. And for you folks out there who are thinking it's the same exact thing, let me kill your dreams and tell you, no, the fuck it is not the same thing. One reason, and the biggest reason, well, two big reasons why it's not the same thing. One, Finding Nemo was actually re-released in theaters about 3 years before Finding Dory came out.
Yes.
And it made a good sum of money when it was re-released in theaters.
And Disney was like,
because of the story of it.
Mm-hmm.
The Incredibles was not remotely close to the size of the hit that Finding Nemo was when they both originally came out.
Yeah.
The Incredibles' other issue, and it's the biggest issue, and it's the one no one wants to talk about. The film was only big because the genre that the film was about did not really exist in 2004.
This is very true. And it comes out
in a completely different time frame.
Yes.
Right now, how the fuck can you be hyped when I can see an Incredibles movie 3 to 4 times a year now?
Right.
Like it's
live action. Action.
Damn it. Didn't we get the remember the show on ABC?
Yep.
With Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, Michael Chiklis and his family.
With the family of superheroes.
Even though that was cut off. Even though that was
the fucking Incredibles.
Yep.
That was Incredibles. It's like, man, I don't know Pixar. I think Pixar is like trying to gun for a big hit. And I think as long as it's a good movie, it will make money because Pixar movies make money.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to be that cultural smash that they're looking for.
It's also a thing in my opinion, in my mind, that's going to play nostalgically, because a lot of us that watch, I mean, this was 14 years ago, dude. A lot of us that watched it at the time where I was, let me use myself for example. 14 years ago, I was like 16? Bruh, are you kidding me? No, wait, time out. This comes out next year, right? So that's
next year.
15. That's 15 years ago.
That's the 14th year.
That's the 14th, right? So yeah, I was
14th year.
So regardless of how you say it, I was 16, 17, and I had little ones who were actually little. Now they're in college. They might not want to see this as much as you think. As much as you think.
the teaser trailer disappointed me because
it didn't show much.
Characters didn't age.
Yes.
No.
Oh yeah. You're right. You're right.
It's been a 14-year gap,
and he's still a fucking baby.
I don't need to be brought back to when you finally realize that the little baby got powers.
Right.
Hey, if that little baby ain't 15 years old in this movie,
he should be in college, dog. Like he should be getting it, dog.
Making like 8 or 9. Like, nah, man. Like you're not. You're like, trying to bring us back.
Like Dash. You're trying to bring us back. You're really trying to play nostalgia
14
right now.
years.
Like
you're
Dash.
Fucking up.
Yeah, well, Dash and his sister should definitely be in college. You know, like or trying to start life. It's like it'd be something. It'd be something if they have their own family.
Starting out as superheroes, as their parents were retiring as superheroes.
Exactly. Like
and Jack was like a high school kid trying to deal with
powers, and you could have made. Look, I will come back to say this. What I started off, what I prefaced this with. Incredibles is coming out because Disney's letting Incredibles happen because they couldn't secure the rights to Fantastic Four.
I'm gonna go deeper, Mo. I'm gonna go deeper than that.
Incredibles is Fantastic Four.
It is a Fantastic Four, but I'm gonna go deeper than that. Disney's bringing back Incredibles because they can't make a hit that can match what Universal is doing with the animated films.
Bruh. Oh no, we can't talk about that now, man. We gotta save that. We gotta save that, bro. We gotta save that. You can't just how you drop something like that and now we can't even talk about it. How?
Hey, I'm just talking about Incredibles in general. I mean, it makes no sense at this point for them to come back with an Incredibles 2. Like 5 years ago, I would have been hyped to hear about an Incredibles 2.
Right. Shit.
Now I'm
yeah. Because I got Despicable Me 2, Minions, Despicable Me 3.
You've had 4 movies in
the span.
Universe. Matter of fact, no, you'll have 5 because Minions 2 comes out the exact same year that this movie comes out.
You know what? Because the Minions are still adorable, and the fact is, if you look at the Despicable Me films, the fact that they're coming out sequentially. You can still play with the little girls. You can still they're still little at this point. Despicable Me 3,
but they're even showing the girls grow up. They're showing them.
You're seeing progression though. You're seeing progression.
Why the fuck are we still seeing Jack
as a baby? Yeah, because didn't they end that movie with Jack as a kid? Oh no. Yes. Didn't they have a Jack special?
Yes.
They even had a Jack special. I think that came out with the DVD releases, right?
We're just not going to talk about that at all because they're not going to bring that up in that movie. No,
sir. You better retcon that. If that's the case, you better retcon that because Jack should be he should be a teenager.
If the teaser trailer was just 100% dishonest, and we get Jack at a different age and not a baby,
you know what?
I'd be more interested.
Yeah. We could. They could have just fooled us. They could have just fooled us with that, and we could, move forward and get.
That's the problem, Let me get my fuckers that already fooled us with Finding Dory. We ain't falling for this shit again. God damn it! Yeah, 13 fucking years. I don't need to see you repeat.
Incredibles. You know what's funny? Finding Dory was Finding Nemo 2.
Finding Dory was such a disappointment. For a person who I still find it. See, again, I'm gonna date myself a little bit because Mo was like 16 when he saw Incredible. So that means if he had seen Finding Nemo, he would have been about 15.
Yep.
I was 20. I remember going to work singing, "Just keep swimming." In my early 20s, I was doing this. Man.
Finding Nemo.
And I saw Finding Dory. I'm like, no, this is not good.
Finding Dory didn't have a moment like Nemo had so many moments, and Dory didn't have any.
That's going to be the issue with Incredibles,
and I would be sad.
Here's something else people don't admit. Incredibles, while still good, is really dated.
Very.
The movie doesn't have nearly if you was to watch Incredibles tomorrow, it just does not have the same impact, and it's because the genre that it's based off of is so big right now.
Yes.
And you're like, just another, because it's going to come out and it's going to be like, just another comic book movie.
Pretty much.
That's what it is.
Pretty much.
In a summer full of comic book movies.
And we have
going to just drop another one in the middle.
And you know what's funny? is Sony next year is also dropping their Miles Morales Spider-Man movie in an animated movie, which I think is going to be, in my opinion, I'm going to say this now, it's going to be better than that movie. Will it do better? Probably not, but because Sony, but it'll be better than that movie.
It's Pixar.
No.
You can't. You're not gonna. It's hard to beat Pixar's box. Well, it's not hard to beat Pixar's box office.
It's because Universal's done it like.
But Pixar does a good movie. People. Yeah. I mean, Finding Dory did make $1 billion. So.
But so did Minions. Like you're saying it like it's like.
It's not. Oh, we can't. Again. You told me we're not allowed to talk about that right now. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to say,
sorry. No, it's your fault. You're bringing it up, so I can't help it.
Compared to the Minions, so we can't even bring that up.
You know what? Yeah, we'll talk about it another time. But that's what that should be a topic. So we'll figure that out and we'll talk about it. But
the consensus is we don't really care. That's the consensus.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
really care for.
I saw the teaser and I was like, okay, like all right, like
it took me a while to even watch the teaser.
Again,
because I just was not looking forward to it.
What I was disappointed about, again, like Lucas was, when it was announced, I was like, okay, I can see this, but then with the teaser, I'm like, the dad still got his blonde hair.
This is directed by Brad Bird.
I don't know. The director? I don't know. I was like, the dad still got his blonde hair, so that means the kids. But again, we only saw the dad and the kids, so and Jack, so we don't know if.
But if Jack is a baby, that means. The kids can't have aged at all.
If you do that, I automatically would, like, again, when the actual trailer does come out, if it's just if you haven't progressed in age and time, if Dash isn't having girl problems because he's too fast. No pun intended.
Hey, exactly. It's so much stuff they could play off if they would have aged them.
Yes.
You don't have to age it all the way to the 14 years that your name been here, but at least age them 5 to 8 years at the minimum. You aged them.
Because if Jack is still running middle school track, cancel that movie, dog. Make him run. Make him not want to use his powers. Yeah, make him. Because you remember how Jack was the one who was so psyched to use his powers? Like, make him, change his outlook now. Like, something he did is he used his power. Like, I would like to see, honestly, because again, the audience of that movie, which is mainly us or the people who watched it at the time, they're older
now. That's another issue too. That's another issue they're gonna suffer.
Because
the original audience is so much older now. But Disney's not good at showing stuff on repeat at all. Like The Incredibles is not something you see every year.
No, it's not.
They're gonna have to pump this shit out for the kids to care.
Yeah.
Because again, next summer, if you have to tell a kid, hey, we can go see The Incredibles or we can go see Minions, which one do you think they're gonna go
see? Minions. Easy.
Like
the Minions,
it's not.
Do you understand that the Minions, since they came out in Despicable Me 1, are still a top?
We're not talking about this,
come on! You can't keep throwing the ball up there and thinking I'm not about to dunk that shit. Come on, man! All right, you know what? Let's just go ahead and end it now, because if we keep talking, I'm gonna fucking run and talk about this. All right. You know what? So we're gonna end the podcast right here, right now. This has been another episode of Lucas and Moe versus the World. Lucas can't be setting me up like this. I mean, okay, so down in the comment section below, let us know what you think about The Incredibles. I know, again, like I said, the age, the age of people who wanted to see The Incredibles, who wanted a sequel to The Incredibles were older. So if you don't, are you going to turn it darker? Are you going to make, them, are you going to age them significantly? If not, maybe we're not going to be as in it as we want to be. Predators, we talked about that in the beginning. What do you guys think of that movie? Do you think Shane Black is still being punished for Iron Man 3 by the comic book blogger and YouTube community, or by the people who just don't understand or like Shane Black, period? Let us know about that in the comment section. Also, Mase, to the hip hop fans, if you listen to the show, Mase and Cameron, what do you think? Who won? I don't see how anyone else can say Cameron, but if you think Killer is who he is, then I guess you can call him out and say he won. I won't agree with you. I just tell you that Mase won, in my opinion. I think Lucas says Mase won too.
That's a trash argument if you say Cam won. It's fucking trash.
And finally, let us know what you think about, you know, directors like David F. Sandberg, not Gary Sandberg, David F. Sandberg. Don't forget the F, you know, please say the F. How he, you know, how he's like literally out there shutting down rumors. Is this how you would want, you know, directors of this movies moving forward? Because again, James Wan shutting down, you know, James Wan comes out and shuts down rumors. Taika Waititi be trolling everybody. Like, I think the Justice League's first weekend, right? Did you? He posted a tweet that I was like, someone was like, "There's, you know, Thor is the #1 movie in America," and Taika Waititi retweeted the tweet and said, "Is there any other movie that's coming out this weekend? I don't know. Go see Thor." Do you guess? You can guess what happened. The DCEU fandom. It's so good, but yeah, that's the show. Let us know what you think about the topics down in the comment section. Hit up Lucas's channel, Draw for the podcast. Check him out. Check out Earth 2. We have a lot more content coming out. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes out on Friday. We have stuff from New York Comic Con for you that I'm going to be posting on Thursday for you guys. So check that out. And from Lucas and myself, we're out. Peace.